What's up everybody, hope you're all doing great. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and welcome to this video in which we're going to be taking a look at Phantasma or Sol. It is called the Phantasma network or Phantasma chain, and Sol is one of two tokens used on the network and within the project. And I wanted to take a look at it today because it has been requested yesterday by one of my loyal Cilinix Crypto members. So I just wanted to take a look at it. And Phantasma has always kind of drawn my attention because it's a chain. I mean, the main thing that caught my attention was that the volume is really low. It's under a percentage of the market cap. So I went to do this review because in this video we'll review the project a little bit and also do an analysis after that. I went into this review with kind of a bad opinion maybe, and excuse me, I'm going to try to do this. So yeah, I didn't really know what to think of the project, but when I actually started researching it, I saw that it actually has quite a lot to offer. It's a relatively old project compared to other cryptos. It already started in 2018 with all the research and stuff. But to be honest, and let's go over the website for a little bit. The team behind it is great. The roadmap is updated, and those are very minor things, but they are still very important to take a look at. The white paper is from 2019, but it's still up to date. You can easily, you can see that they have a lot of decentralized applications. You can explore a lot of things here. There are two tokens on the platform. You have the Sol token, which is for governance, and KCAL, which means like kilocalories is the energy. So that is the transaction token, the token you need to use while transacting on Phantasma. And that is also one of the reasons I think, because why the volume of Sol is pretty low. That's because most of the times when a network is created, you use the token for both governance and for utility, all right, so for fees. And with Phantasma, that's a little bit different. So the volume would definitely be higher if Sol was also used for transactions. Just so you know. Apart from that, as you can see, they're very active, also very active on Twitter, which is a great thing to see, active on other communities. So they actually, in my opinion, that's all pretty positive. The team behind it, as I said, it all looks great. If we scan over the white paper, we're not going to read that, but if we're going to go over it, as you can see, there is inflation in the price, but the inflation is well thought out. There are some things, as I said, there is a dual token system. I think the network is a little bit centralized. There are not a lot of block producers. Block producers within the Phantasma chain are validators. There are not a lot of validators for the blocks. They are increasing, but it's only increasing at a slow pace, I think. So that allows for a very fast network. It has a very high TPS. But it's also a little bit more centralized, and that's just Polygon, for example, is decentralized, but it's relatively centralized too. And I invest a lot in Polygon, so it's just what in the end, it isn't per se a negative thing, but you should know it. Apart from that, as I said, they have a lot going on, so just a very general research on what Phantasma is. To me, I actually think it has a lot of potential, but it also really depends on the hype. In the end, it's crypto, and on how they develop their things. For example, if you take a look at their NFT gaming hub and the NFT marketplace, I think that could definitely be improved. NFT marketplace is being used. It was the first one, so that's a great thing, but it's not one I hear about regularly. The gaming hub is, I think, delegated to a different place. Pavilion does it, and it's not that developed yet. So there are still some things some things that could be better. But overall, I do think the project has potential. It's an old project, so it has to prove itself again and again. But I do think it will be around for the next bull run at least. If we take a look at the price very quickly, what you can see is that we had this drop. It's basically following the market. All right, you don't really see the low volume. It's still moving pretty naturally. Found support at this support level here around 26 and 27 cents. I think we could get all the way up to 29 cents if we get some strong bullish momentum, but it looks to be more likely that we'll stay under 27.5 cents. And that's somewhere within the next week when Bitcoin actually drops down to 19,000. That Sol is probably going to drop down to 25 cents. 25 cents is a very strong key level. It's a strong psychological key level. So I think that could hold for a longer period of time. But if we really stay in a bear market, I think longer term, I think we're also dropping down to 22 cents and to 20 cents. All right, so that's a quick analysis. So with that, we have reached the end of this video. If you have any questions regarding the project or the analysis, please feel free to ask me. But for now, I'd like to thank you all for watching and listening, and I hope to see you all in my next videos. Bye.